All right, guys, so I've been getting a lot of questions about how to properly warm up. So I'm gonna give you guys some simple do's and don'ts of what to do for your warm up and what not to do. Okay, so the first thing that you should do is allow your CNS to learn the range of motion and to be able to do the range of motion. So if you're doing a squat, you want to make sure that your ankles are mobile, your hips are mobile, address those first, and then progress on to doing the actual movement. Okay, so your warm-up should include the movement that you're doing. That way, your nervous system, once you get into it, knows what to do. Okay, the intensity should be lower than your working sets. Obviously, you're going to start lower. You're going to progress up as the sets go on in your warm-up, getting closer and closer to that working weight. Okay, the second one is you want to excite that nervous system. Okay. So increasing body temperature is a great way to excite it. A little bit of increase in body temperature will actually increase your performance. Okay, so that doesn't mean that you want to spend an hour getting your body temperature nice and warm. There's a happy medium there. So you don't want to be cold, but you don't want to be too warm. Okay. What you can also do is a PNF. Okay, proprioceptive neuromuscular facilitation. Okay, that's a form of a stretch that's going to help your body become a little bit more flexible and make it easier to get that range of motion and tell that nervous system to be ready to fire. The sets, once again, as you progress heavier in your sets of your warm-up, that's going to help excite that nervous system, telling it that this is roughly the weight we're going to do, the weights are going to get heavier, so it'll be ready to say, okay, it's time to go. Okay, and then the set range. Okay, so the set range for your warm-up is going to depend on the overall goal of the workout. So if your workout is more geared towards metabolic, a higher volume, the shorter amount of sets for the warm-up. If your goal of the workout is relative strength or maximal strength, you want to take a little bit longer of a warm-up because you don't want to jump into those heavy weights too quickly. Okay? So those are three things that you should do as your warm-up. So allow your CNS to learn the range of motion, excite the central nervous system, and your set range for your warm-up. Okay. Two things not to do. Okay. Cardio. You don't want to hop on a bike or a treadmill and be on there for 30 minutes to 45 minutes to get your body warm. Okay. When you do too much cardio, it can actually decrease your pH level in your bloodstream, and that'll actually decrease your insulin sensitivity. Okay, so it's actually going to have an inverse relationship. And then if you do too long, it actually tax the nervous system. So if you're going to tax the central nervous system, it's going to decrease your performance once you're actually ready to work out. Okay. And then static stretching. A lot of people have learned in the past that you want to static stretch, get your muscles loose before you warm up. Or before you get into your exercise. What that actually does is it calms the central nervous system, tells it it's ready to lay down. You're ready to lay down and take a nap. Okay, so when your nervous system's calm and then you ask it to lift heavy loads, you're going to put yourself at higher risk of injury. Okay, and then also what stretching does is it increases the length or changes the length of the muscle. Okay, so when you're getting into your workout, your nervous system learns your motor pattern, it learns the length of your muscles, when to fire, when to relax, all that. So when you go and stretch, it'll actually change the muscle, so then your nervous system has to readapt to it. So you stretch, then you go lift heavy loads, you're not quite, your brain doesn't understand where your body's at. Okay? So to recap, CNS range of motion, learn your range of motion, do the exercise. And make whatever isn't mobile, okay? Because the less mobile you are, the higher risk of injury. 2, excite the nervous system. So increase that body temperature a little bit, PNF, and then your set range. Okay, so setting your set range for the overarching goal of the workout. Okay, the don'ts, long-standing cardio, and static stretching. All right, thanks for watching, guys.